Hey guys, today we're going to talk all about foundations, my favorites from the drugstore, my favorites from the department store, and just all about it. Let's just dive right in. And I'm going to start, this is in no particular order by the way, I love all of these, I love them all. We're going to start with this bad boy right here. This was heavily debated in my Get Ready With Me drugstore makeup video because it didn't exactly match my neck, and when I put it on it was way more concentrated than I ever had imagined. And if we remember my hot mess makeover video, it happened once before with the JOUER matte moisture tint product. These two, they're very similar. They have a few differences. This one's a little bit creamier. This is not as mattifying. It's not necessarily dewy, but, and I'm wearing it right now, but these are very similar. So I just wanted to get things rolling with a little bit of a dupe. If you are looking for intense coverage, if you have sun damage, acne scarring, if you really want to even things out and you're looking for that perfect flawless finish, then this might be a good thing for you. If you're on a budget and you're like, I need that, but I don't want to spend a ton of cash, this is $3.99 and they have dollar off coupons on a lot of the newer displays, like popped on the product itself. So you get this for $2.99 and maybe it's on sale too, so that's just like ridiculously cheap. When makeup costs like the same as a bag of candy, that's cheap. But this product actually performs quite well. It wears beautifully throughout the day. I'm very impressed. You do have to work on blending it out. That's the only thing. It is super concentrated. Keep that in mind. You don't want to use a lot of product. It works really well blending with your fingertips versus a sponge. And also they run lighter when applied to the skin than they look in the packaging. So this right here is the light pale, and it looked kind of dark to me in the package compared to some of the other ones, and I was like, that will match me, this will be fine. And it actually was much lighter once it was placed on the skin. However, also keep in mind, this product does oxidize, so it will warm into the skin and it will turn about a shade darker. So, you know, play around. I bought a couple other shades. I'm wearing the medium right now, not the pale, kind of trying to find the shade that works best for me. And also keep in mind when I'm sharing all of these foundations with you guys, I kind of play chemist and I mix and match a lot of my products together because I use self-tanners, my skin tone changes, I just changed my hair color, so my skin is looking a lot paler and I probably could use a little more self-tanner. So it's kind of like, depending on the day and the week, I always kind of mix things together to match my skin as best possible. So you're going to see a range of colors here. Also, briefly, while I mentioned that, you know, it was a dupe for the JOUER, this is fantastic if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, this is not for you. It's super mattifying. I can only wear this when my skin is going through a phase where I'm super oily. If I have any dryness going on, due to just hormonal changes or time of the year, or if I'm using products that are drying my skin out a little bit, this is not what I reach for because it's so mattifying. But you can actually take this product, take a brush, if you have problem areas, you know how you can get like a shine reducer, like a serum, and you would put it on your T-zone. You can actually use this almost like a primer on your oilier areas, and it will absolutely keep oil from showing up on your face. So this is about $28, I believe. I bought this at Nordstrom, and it is a really awesome product. Okay, moving on. Let's bounce back to the drugstore, and let's just talk about some Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. I love this stuff. I love that it's in glass. I love that it has a pump. It's very hygienic. I don't like digging my fingers in anything. I don't like jars. I feel like bacteria is my #1 thing that I try to get rid of on my face because for me, that's what aggravates my skin and causes a lot of breakouts. This is an airbrush finish. That's what they claim, you know, you will look flawless. And it's not super heavy coverage. It is buildable, but this is like a middle of the road, medium coverage, everyday wear. You know, I want my skin to look good, but not like super duper, I'm wearing a ton of makeup good. This is a great product, and it does not make you break out. You'll find that across the board. That is like another #1 thing for me because I don't have sensitive skin, but I tend to get clogged pores quicker than anybody else. I get little bumps on my skin, and those can turn into bigger breakouts, so I'm always looking for ingredients and products that aren't going to clog my pores. This does not clog your pores. Another product that you can layer away, that I have no problem with breakouts, that I love, but it is super expensive, so this would be a luxury purchase, is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, and I absolutely obsess over this. I'm almost out. I'm probably gonna rush and get another one because I feel a little bit incomplete when I don't have one on hand in my makeup kit. And I don't use this every day, but I do love mixing this with other foundations. I love layering this. Like if I am having a problem area, if I have a breakout, but I want sheer foundation everywhere else, and I don't necessarily want to use a ton of concealer on my face, because for me, that can tend to aggravate my acne even more. I can use this on a sponge and kind of blot it on the skin, and it seamlessly blends in with everything else. So this is great if you have targeted problem areas where you want, you know, double coverage here, but light coverage everywhere else. This is just such a wonderful product to work with. Really concentrated, doesn't feel like you're wearing any makeup, and it smells really good. I love the way this stuff smells. This does have an SPF 15, so, you know, that's great too, but you don't want to be photographing. Actually, you know what? When I photograph in this, it's not too bad. There are some foundations with SPF that you're like, whoa, white cast with a flash. But all around, this is fantastic. Love it. Love it. This foundation has no SPF in it. I love it. This is great if you are going out and you're going to be, you know, taking your Instagram photos and you want your skin to look great. And it's kind of the same thing as the Vitalumiere. I feel like it is very buildable and does not feel heavy on the skin. So you can get a natural or kind of a perfect finish, which I love. This is from Inglot. This is the YSM Cream Foundation. This is a water-based foundation. This is very affordable. I believe these are like $15. A little goes a long way. I have 3 of them, 2 in number 43, only because the gal gave me the wrong one actually, and 1 in 45 because I was using a lot of self-tanner and I got pretty dark, and this is what I was using for a while, and I really like it. I think these are great. I'm going to New York IMATS and I'm going to be buying more of these for sure because they're just fantastic, and they're great for most skin types. You can use this on more mature skin. It's not a dewy finish, but it's not a super matte finish. And I have oily skin and it works fine on my skin as well. So all around awesome foundation. Last but not least, this is my new find that I absolutely adore for my rush days. If I am just like, I want to put on some makeup, have some hydration, have my SPF built in 2-1. You know, we all hear about BB creams all the time, and I try them and I'm usually disappointed. They make me break out. They just don't look right. They leave a white cast. I don't know. I just really haven't been that into it. But I tried this from Revlon. This is the Photoready BB cream. It has SPF 30. It is amazing. It just kind of sinks into the skin and doesn't really look like you're wearing any makeup, but just makes things more uniform. So you can totally cheat the no makeup look with this. And I am going to be using this on days when I'm like, you know, just a little mascara, and I roll out of bed looking like this, but really the reality is I don't. So this is fantastic. It's not really buildable, and it does when you first apply it. Don't be shocked. You know, you work it in the skin, it looks like, oh, this might not be matching me, but you know, work it in the skin with your fingertips and it just kind of melts in and, like I said, creates a uniform, kind of nice texture glow to the skin. It's great. So of the BB creams that I've tried that have come out, this is definitely my favorite. And my friends, that is it. Those are my picks for foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've done concealers, powders, foundations, bronzers, blushes. What do I have left? Should I do eyeliners? Let me know in the comment section. What do you want to see next of like a top 5 across the board? I hope you guys enjoy this and have a wonderful day. Mwah!